Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome.
Ricky.
Hello, Crispin, Nick, Demon's Hub, Duck, Orinoco, and Denley.
Got a bottle of whiskey for my brother.
An empty one.
No, it's full at the moment. And it allows you to win a trip to the McConnell's Distillery and Visitor Centre in Belfast. I was completely unaware that they had a visitor centre in Belfast.
It's very well hidden, I guess.
Yeah, well, you know, to be fair, McConnell's, it's not a whiskey I've looked near or tried before, but apparently it's all right. So we'll see. I'll start by opening it, because last time I bought my bottle of whiskey, he took it home with him and didn't fucking open it in the house. Gobshite. Fat fuck.
And potentially it's still closed at his home. Or he, even worse.
Fuck, I hope not.
And even worse, he gifted it on.
No, he wouldn't have done that. No. Be very surprised. How's my week off going? That's not bad. Played some Wiki Wawa with Paul on Saturday.
Kebab and James Cuts.
And I won everything all around me. It was magnificent. No matter what Paul might tell you.
Oh, Crispin is starting 10 mil. 10 mil what, dear Mr. Paul?
I think it was Kings of War he was looking at the other day, but then he was also looking at War Master rules earlier, so maybe some sort of mix. The plus side,
Kings of War, he says, yeah.
When I was in getting my getting stuff for me and picking up the bottle of whiskey for Fat Lad, they got a new Tonka bean stout in.
10-ton Tonka.
10-ton Tonka. So that's what we're going to have. I've also got some sort of pastry stouts. Larkin's pastry stout. Emerald Cream Dream. I fucking no idea what that is. I had one earlier that had a lesson on it.
Wasn't Tonka a brand of toys?
Tonka trucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes it even more.
That's why they've gone with yellow and black industrial. There.
Yeah, that's what reminded me of them. I've seen somebody restoring Tonka toys in big and great detail. Oh, and I mustn't forget, chat. You remind me after the session that I need to send Lloyd a YouTube link I stumbled across today.
Anybody remember what the old Tonka beer was called? From the other company, the other brewery?
Honka Tonka?
No, it had like a really crazy name, like most of my beers do. Oh, man. It would require me to go back like a year or so and watch some of your older ones, wouldn't it?
At least a year, I think.
Yeah, it might be 2. This one isn't as good, but fuck, I'll drink it anyway. It's 12%, so it's not a bad beer.
Yeah, the video I just mentioned was a do-it-yourself webcam for your train, for your model train.
Beginner's Guide to Nerd Nerd Protocol. Nerd. It's good times. Wood Elf Army was for. I've got Wood Elf. Excuse me, Wood Elf Army from Forest Dragon up there. They're quite nice miniatures. I don't know if I can be arsed with them though.
Wasn't the Stormtrooper one? I don't think the Stormtrooper was the Tonka one.
No, they're just regular ones. It would be one from the Northern Brewery. In fact, I could probably just look that up by the medium of
the interwebs.
Northern Brewery Tonka beer. Because it had an amazing name as well.
While Jerry is looking up that chat, give me a hint. Bottle or can? What should I open? It's the beverage of the evening. Can, says Orinoco.
Excellent GIF work. That's what it was called. Excellent GIF work.
David, you
I'll
will go for
remember now.
bottle.
That's never the can. Yeah, there's always a threat of a big brown lemonade.
Well,
if it's a bottle, so it's better to stick with
there's
cans.
the cooling pack, which contains a can and a bottle. Oh, I don't think the bottle is easier to open with the anus, Mr. Crispin. You just need to clench your buttocks very tightly, grab a spoon or something, and use that as leverage on the can.
Leveraging your spoon?
Yeah, be the small spoon.
There is no spoon. That's what we learned from the Matrix. There is no spoon, and there's only one film. So that's quite good.
Well,
as far as the Matrix things went, we think we're backdrop. It's good.
It's a lovely one. I think I've seen this today somewhere else, but I can't remember or can't be sure. Or was it something similar?
It depends. If you've seen The Ritual, the Gollum film from Sweden.
No, I didn't.
This is the thing that hunts them through the Swedish woods.
I think it's just something looking very similar to the meme I saw today of guys won't go to therapy but invent and pray to this thing instead.
Could be that.
So I'm starting with a can, followed by the bottle.
Starting with a can.
Cheers.
Did I see a sláinte? No. What game did he post on Face page?
He did post something I remember seeing. What was it about? Oh yeah, guys playing blindfolded. One is whacking the others, and everybody else who was not blindfolded had these squeaky ducks under their heels.
I've seen various people do that. Did they also have like harmonicas or something in their mouths whenever they get hit?
Something along those lines. I didn't dare to click that link since it came from Warren. So
it's very funny. It is just hilarious.
I think he said something about this needs to be an OTT game at some point. And all I could think was if Jerry starts slashing around his arms, there's no OTT left.
I've got a very long reach on me. I'd be up for that. Let's do that. When can we schedule this in?
Is Balzer would the answer for ECW 144 scale terrain? I think yes.
It's pretty much the answer for everything. Except trying to make a steak to kill a vampire, because you'll have difficulty getting that through.
Unless the vampire is also made out of Balzer.
Well, what's 144? That's
10?
15?
No, I guess it's 10, isn't it? 150-ish is around 28 mil.
Yeah.
12.
There you go, see. Split the difference. Oh, is this for the
Warlord City scale?
11.7953@11.2359975995 millimeters recurring.
It's 10 plus pi millimeter.
That's a fucking absurd scale. Know how absurd it is? I think people find there's one company that has miniatures that scale with it.
Well, at least there's one.
Yep. However, that's Callistra, and their stuff isn't listed as any of that weird shit. What was their ACW shit? Bush. Tell me what your ACW is. So theirs is listed as 12 mil. So
with very big bases.
So very big bases. 50 mil to the top of the head. Excellent. Great. Why measure to eye level anymore, people?
Well, at 50 mil, possibly no eyes can be seen.
I used to, but that's not the issue. Because I used to get really annoyed with people measuring to eye level when I was younger, and then it was pointed out by a friend that the reason they measured eye level is because you can see the eyes on a figure, whereas you don't know where the top of the head is, because most fucking militaries had hats.
Yeah, and the
And
hats can
hats
be
were of various fucking sizes. And that's why they went to eye level. So measuring to the top of the eye is just balls.
It's like somebody actually thought about how a measuring way would be most reasonable.
Oh my god. I hate it. I hate it so much. In a world of 15 mils, why not be a 13.5? I'll tell you why, because it just pisses everybody off.
Well, unless you want to use them as halflings in your 15 mil.
Well, sure. So very emaciated people. A load of people on the Trail of Tears just before they die from malnutrition. Here's my 15 mil Auschwitz figures. I'm using Warlords 13.5 because they're so small and fucking Wayne looking.
Oh. We're off to a good start.
File their hats off. Leave everybody looking shaved head.
Speaking of firing, let's fire some projects at the people.
Well, if we
just because it amuses me. Where's my thingamajig that I need?
If you don't know, I can't tell you.
There it is. Then I go back here, and there we go here.
Oh,
Luxie! Cutie Goth 13 does her, what's her face? Tau stuff.
Moo, moo, moo. What noise does a tau make? Moo, moo, moo.
I always thought they made...
They moo. That's how they go. Yeah, so this one cropped up in the sprinkling challenge. Many months ago, people may remember, but the giant piece of slice is finally getting paint on it in all the colours.
And what colours they are.
Oh, I mean, fucking tremendous. But now I see that, and I'm getting very Steve Ditko 60s, 70s artwork vibes off it. It's all big, bold colours.
You know what this reminds me of? At the end of the 90s, Volkswagen did a special edition of the Polo.
Car with every
Harlequin Polo
was a different colour.
Yes,
I do know that.
And
that's
the funny
one for the
thing
kids
is,
in the audience, isn't it?
Most people think those were just painted in different colour. No, Volkswagen actually made a solid color car and ripped the parts off and then changed it after a very strict rule so that they had variations. So you could go to the dealership and you selected the color of, I think it was the rear view mirror, which then influenced how the rest of the car looked.
It's madness. Absolute mad.
These are highly collectibles currently, especially if they're in good condition.
I imagine they would be. So yes. So a whole host of little tows getting painted. Moo. It's the noise a tow makes. It does. It's what they make. I'm wondering if there's going to be... I know we'd seen basing earlier on something, or it might just have been her mood board. Can't remember. But there's a lot of tactical markings on bases at the moment to show what squads they belong to. So will they just be a generic base, or will there be something on the bases to identify the individual units? That'd be nice to find out. Bit slice.
Let's see. She did an awful lot of... This could be all my inspiration for basing.
See, that's the mood board. See?
I'm guessing the inspiration, the basing will come at a later state, potentially, maybe.
Who knows? Like I say, I'm curious. Since she has decided to divide them up, very specifically, double dash unit there, or unit 11, could go either way. And
Roman 2.
And yeah, so ergo, she must be looking to keep them separate or keep them as a coherent group, this group has all been painted together as a batch. Whereas I'm very slapdash with a lot of my big units for big armies, where it's just kind of doesn't really matter. Stick them down whatever way you want. They live on the moon.
They have a
Lovely.
moon base?
Moo. He used to really annoyed the kids because obviously there's lots of what you call those terrible cats.
Hentai anime?
Anime fans, yes. And when the Tau first came out, oh, they were so up themselves, and I just spent all my time going, "Oh, they're descended from cows. Look at their feet. Moo, moo, moo." Just mooing at them with Games Workshop manager black shirt on.
And they
can't do anything.
I'm going to talk to the manager. You already are.
Oh, they knew. Fuck them. It's the only way to deal with them. Oh, my word. But yeah, it'll be interesting. The big pizza slice itself, Tiger Shark, as to whether that just continues the colours out towards the end and on the underside, or if you get I mean, there's no reason, because they are all shield dronies, so you don't really need to do the flip it upside down and do light blue, like a aircraft camouflage. You just keep going with that. But it's very, like I say, Ditko-esque, so anybody who has seen Thor Ragnarok will get a really good idea of what Ditko's art style was like if you haven't seen it.
What I would like to see is if she takes the opportunity for the three circles, so the small one in the middle and the two ones on the wings, and makes some 60s flowery stuff on there.
I don't even think you need to do that. Are you aware of the song "A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5"? It was.
I can only count to 4.
No, oh no, it's much better than that. Although it comes from Sesame Street, it went a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do 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 do. It was some sort of weird psychedelic jazz trip hop, and it went on for like 10 minutes. Every now and again, they would just play it, and while they were doing it, all these weird psychedelic images would come in of like a pinball machine, and it would be following the ball around as it hit things, and the lights would glow and strobe, and it was fucking insane.
Only TV effects were the best.
So that's already partly there. You just need to find some way to do those as like the pinball light up bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Can you imagine having a Tau army being fielded across your table, and in the background there's Sesame Street going off?
Fuck yeah. I would just play on the lip. It'd be like psychological warfare against your opponent.
It's even worse than the Flight of the Valkyries.
Oh, much worse. Because when the Flight of the Valkyries arrives, that an end is in sight, whereas there was no end. There was never an end.
War never changes. Unless somebody switches the mixtape, then it goes totally bonkers.
11. That'd be a good show. Yep. Well, that's the perfect blend of jazz there, isn't it?
1.
How big is the Boo ship?
2.
I've not held one in a while, but I'm going to say its wingspan's around 30 centimeters, 12 inches. It was a big fuck off piece of kit.
I think there was a picture where we could actually see some reference in size, I think, maybe.
Oh, size references. Oh, they're my favorite type of reference.
Maybe this works.
Ba-na-na-na.
So this is.
Oh, there you go. Like it's eclipsing the little plastic kits below it.
Yeah, that's the one. So there's a miniature and
a devilfish.
A devilfish wish
lurking.
So this thing is. Not the smallest.
No, I mean, it wasn't even the biggest Tau ship. They released one, and I can't remember the name, but I used to call it the Brick because it had no aerodynamic shape to it at all. It was a troop carrier, and it was just a brick. It's like somebody taking a brick of resin and then just went, let's just curve the front a little bit. Fucking good enough.
Oh, there's a better picture.
This will be done before Lloyd paints his first unit. Oh, God, yes. Oh, very much so. Look, I mean, look at the size of the thing. Redonkulous. Moo, moo, moo. Moo.
Now I want to see some others. Convert some
Stop.
others.
You keep your freakish porn to yourself, boyo.
Other nonsense. Orca dropship, I think that's...
The Orca, that's it, the
Yeah.
flying brick. It was a fucking beast of a piece of resin.
Wasn't that the thing that weird YouTuber put in a diorama? I think it was.
I'm going to say sure, because even before I decided to leave YouTube because they were asking me to get rid of my ad blocker, I wouldn't have gone looking for anything 40k based. So, but yeah, the Orca dropship, you could have battlesuits, tau battlesuits standing upright in the back of it.
Yeah,
It was
one of the most expensive models from Games Workshop, as far as I remember. But when I watched the video of the assembly, it was a horrible piece of resin.
Well, I mean, let's face it, most Forge World stuff is a horrible piece of resin.
I don't think I've ever had Forge World resin in my hand, not that I know of. So.
Oh, you lucky bastard. I made a Marauder bomber for a friend of mine. He bought it, was like, oh, will you assemble this for me? It's like, sure. And the slippage on nearly every part meant the amount of cutting and sanding to get wings to be back to wing shaped was fucking beyond belief. Oh, I hated that so much. Oh, it was balls.
Yeah, Squidmar, that's the one. That's the one who did the diorama on that Orca thing. And boy, just watching those guys trying to straighten out the resin, making it fit. Nah. Not going to shell out that amount of money for such a poorly made kit.
Yep.
But, well, that's Games Workshop's fan base for you, I guess. Yeah, James, that's really the impression I got from that video. I couldn't believe that a kit that expensive would be so horrendously weird.
I'll tell you what, there are recasters out there doing better jobs.
For less money.
Anyway, yes, we will revisit Thor on the party planet at some point in the future and see where the devilfish has got up to. If you can justify buying a kit like that, you don't need my Patreon money. That's true.
As you might have heard me correctly saying, I did watch that one episode, or that's all I did there. Stomach.
Anyway.
Strange New Worlds. So Holly's terrain is coming to a close slowly, potentially, perhaps.
Could be. Could be that.
At the least, it's getting very colourful.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, wait until you see the dinosaurs. There were some interesting moments. Obviously, whenever we were last here, she was based the stuff, had textured the bases, and was waiting on some weird aquarium stuff, what had been ordered in. And since then, obviously, Ollie's gone on a rampage. While she's not using my Codex Seraphinium, she has found a book that's pretty much as batshit insane as it was. So, it's a bugger to get your hand on, to be fair, which is why I suggest just grabbing pictures off the internet if you can find it. But she found a book called Ernst Haeckel's Art Forms Nature. And I mean, that in and of itself is worth it from the looks of things. You just look at that going, yep, all of those are great. I will 100% will definitely make or use that sort of stuff as inspiration. Because I think I've seen a lot of people do, obviously they had prototypes for Clash of Kings this year past that Nick painted up like a couple of tables worth to be on the top table, but he did them in very sort of basic puce and orange type of, I'll paint a table's worth of forests in a night through the medium of dry brushing and airbrushing. But these plants, and I use the word quite loosely, I think they deserve to have a bit more outlandishness about them. There's a couple of nice things Holly's done. One is the color schemes are fucking garish as sin, which is amazing. But the other thing is she's used a variety of those little aquarium plant things to change the look of some of them, and then to double up. So when you're building everything, most of it's of a single layer, and if you want to do multiple layer things, then you're gonna have to take some of the plant sections away from others, so you lose a bit of height, and that's been rectified by the medium of either natural found things or aquariumisms.
Yeah, I'm just trying to imagine playing a game of Alien versus Predator or Legion or any others.
Yeah, Star Wars. You murder. What was her name? Twi'lek Jedi. She got murdered on Fallujah. It looked just like that.
It's
What's
just...
her name? Alia Sakura? No. Yes. No. Maybe.
I would have to look that up, but yeah, this is just
Dinosaurs. Look, action shot with dinosaurs running through it. My favorite bit about this is about Mantic's terrain nonsense they've done there is, and they're right, fantasy and sci-fi tables with a load of regular trees. It's fine for fantasy, but I think you lose an awful lot for sci-fi.
Yeah.
So that's great. But also, I don't know if they have it on the website still, but I got sent like a press pack where they referred to the stuff as fauna, not flora, meaning these aren't plants, these are creatures. And I don't know if that was deliberate or accidental by whoever was writing the press briefing. But
well, to be fair, it could be both, and if it's a alien 100%. Species, it could fit neither description. So,
yep. It's all of that and so much more. Look at it.
Yeah,
look at its majesty.
It's very cool stuff, and I feel correct me if I'm wrong, but if aquarium plants can be made in such a way in these colors already, why not do a whole set pre-colored? But shouldn't that be a selling point for anybody? I mean, all you need is some child labor doing light airbrushing, and you're done.
I don't think there's any airbrushing with those. I think they're just two-part pores, essentially. The plastic that's going in is injected in one color first, then the other color. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why you can't. Maybe it's a cost thing, or maybe can't be arsed. People will go, I don't want it to be that color. I'm going to repaint it anyway. It's the cry of the wargamer. Repaint it anyway.
Yeah, you can't please them all at once.
Hey, Didi. Yep.
Hello, Defective Dice.
So yes, I really like that, and I will live vicariously through Holly for while I have put all the magnets in mine. They've not got anywhere near being sprayed. I've got 100 weight of cacti to do at some point this week, so I can play some games of Dead Man's Hand when I go back in. So.
And also, don't forget to make a ton of tumbleweed, as we have learned on the XLBS, which is totally okay in natural and reoccurring in Wild West.
I've got a load of tumbleweeds. They're not in here. They're in the next room. I made them using rubberized horsehair. You just have to cut it into shape, really, and then give it a quick spray with a brownie color, and away you go. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, I like that. And I like the book as well. Holly considered that stolen, since I was unaware of that one. Yes. Oh, yes. Good times had by all.
Sadly, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, it's,
Best
very.
leave that subject untouched.
Yesterday, I'd spent a lot of time drinking because the Chelsea match was on in the evening, so that was like a whole day in the bar.
Will you be playing Lord Balin's Skull in the next season of Ahsoka?
Fuck, I would lose weight for that,
Oh, they can edit that in post.
can't they?
Eldritchy.
Yeah. This is a brief update. Obviously, we were here before,
Zombies.
and I've been enjoying the additional madness of both the models themselves and the story that's going along with it. There is a Dracula coming, and there's been a little story to go with. He is Count Broker of Transvaria.
You say a little story that's more text than...
Yeah, you know. The problem is, while he's a vampire, he's not a very famous one. Stablehand doesn't even know who he is.
Do you even
a
want
famous
to be...
Transvaria? Who? What?
Do you want to even be famous as a vampire, or is it best to stay in the shadows?
Oh no, I think you want to be. You want to be famous. I love the bit where he goes, "If you're so famous, then and your nobility, why are you driving your own coach?" The guy just goes, "Cutbacks." I've no idea who Eldritchy is or what the entire plan is at the end of this, but I'm enjoying every fucking post. I have to say, that's really good, and his painting's very nice as well. So that's a bonus. You make the belly part of the story. Skull out village of those tortoise nomads. Yep, works for me. I mean, they're bound to make a delicious soup. It's not some tortoise shell soup. People are always rocking on about that. Num 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 num.
Yeah, I think I can totally see the appeal to you for having a project that's not terrain.
My work here is done as far as that goes. I did the short list. I did the shorter list. I sat down with Ben. We picked out the shortest list, and then I went, "I'm off next week. You cunts can film it, and you can sort out who the winner is. take those and be away with you. You cunts."
Well, I'm looking forward to that episode. Will that be on the XLBS or on the Weekender?
I think they're going to film it as a separate thing altogether.
Oh.
So.
Additional content, rejoice!
Yep, I know, it's madness, isn't it? It'll never catch on.
Oh, speaking of rejoicing, somebody just before you started streaming said, I'm going to watch, oh, bloody hell, what's the name of the movie again?
Princess Bride?
Silent Running.
Oh, right, okay.
That's hence why I get to rejoice, because Rejoice in the Sun from Mrs. Bays. Which is a great movie and a great soundtrack, and I need to rewatch that.
Well, something I need to rewatch is Sean Connery in Outland.
Oh, yeah.
Not just because it's an amazing film and I love it so much, but I've seen it referred to as a sci-fi remake of High Noon. And I never thought about it that way. And apparently it was deliberate. It is a deliberate actual sci-fi remake of High Noon. Oh, don't forget me, oh my darling. With Gary Cooper. So I need to go back and rewatch it and see, is it, or is it just, spiritually similar? Because I was thinking the other day when I was painting up some cowboys, I've got the Magnificent Seven there, which contains Vaughn, Robert Vaughn, Man from U.N.C.L.E. He was in the Magnificent Seven, and he was also in the Battle for the Stars sci-fi remake of the Magnificent Seven, playing the same character that he played in the original Magnificent Seven. And yes, I know the Magnificent Seven is in fact a remake of the Seven Samurai. It's a film that's got remade a fuckload. Not as much as Fistful of Dollars / Yojimbo. It got remade a fuck ton. But then it got me wondering, has anybody else been in a film that's then subsequently been remade and played their character again? Because like El Mariachi into Desperado, that's like a big budget remake.
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure there
anybody
have been
from
more.
El Mariachi was in.
What I just springs to
Balbion
mind
Stars, that's it.
because the wife and the daughter are currently watching the remake of Sabrina, this TV series, and the aunt is playing one of the aunts again.
Right. That's weird.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I have seen more than one movie where I thought, oh, you played the dude in the original version of this movie. That's funny. I can't remember.
Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 is a bit weird because Evil Dead 2 was just... It's not so much a remake, he was given money to do it properly. So it's just a straight, let's do it again, now we've got cash. And
It's
we can
upgrade.
we can distribute it, and it won't take us the best part of 8 years to film via the medium of whatever spare money we've got. So, Spock playing Spock in the new tracks. I don't know if I'd give that one. I mean, technically, yes.
I mean, those are...
You are technically correct. The best
principle,
kind of
those
correct.
are sequels. I think sequels are not what you meant when talking about a remake of a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Roundtree came back as his uncle. That's right.
Oh, Shaft starred in the original actor's Shaft's uncle.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
That might be a project for some people if they have too much time on their hands, finding actors revisiting, reprising the roles in a degree.
Dun, 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 ba-ba-bow. Ba-bow. Anyway.
So, where do we go next?
Take a look at a bit of work by a cog. You little bastard.
Hello, Cork.
If you're still on YouTube, he has a good channel.
Is he?
Decent fella.
Huh?
His
And
channel
yes,
is
I'm
the same
still
name
on
across the
YouTube
obstacle
because
game.
they haven't pestered me since I've upgraded my ad blocker.
Best not to. Don't give in to terrorism.
Oh, I assure you I won't. I'm not even considering YouTube Premium for whatever money they want to have. It's insane.
But yes, so this was a little project they did to put together a table's worth of terrain. So buildings, scatter, and a few other bits and bobs. The buildings themselves are really fun. You'll see them when we hit the very bottom and where they came from.
Oh, I like the drums. Those are open top. That's a very different sight from what you usually see.
You'll see later on. I think they come via the medium of a tube of tomato puree. Because there's definitely, you'll be able to see the inside of them. So they've been rebaited in some way to get the curl in them, to get the reinforced ridge. The buildings themselves are all made out of cork tile. So what's that, like 5mm cork tile? And then there's the barrels to which a bottom had to be fashioned separately and then attached. Because I originally seen it, I thought is using like copper piping, like plumbers, like a fitting or a fixture to join two bits together. They would have something like that, and they're going no, because they wouldn't have pictures of like red leaves or something on the inside, like the two upright ones definitely do. I'm going, is that just like tomato puree? Because they're very brassy on the inside. Anybody who's cut one of those to make a nice there's barcode and everything. Somebody get a barcode scanner out and try that one.
Yeah, but he needs to have some kind of tool to make these.
I mean, probably. To be fair, I probably have some kind of chill to make those. I should really catalog what I own. Because I was thinking, how would you do that? Or how would I do that? And I was, the first thing I was thinking about was pipe cutter, because it has that rolling ring on it. But then I thought, all you really need to do is lay it down. The foil is so flexible
Malleable.
that you can just score it essentially with a pen or a pencil on the backside, and it will impress that in there. So you just need to have something like a little 2 pieces of balsa wood side by side. That means that when you do it, it doesn't flatten immediately. Anyway, however he did it, and I did ask, is he going to do a video on it on his YouTube channel? Shame I can't see that anymore, but other people probably can. Hey Zorg.
Well, why wouldn't you be able to see it?
So I don't go near Facebook, I don't go near YouTube anymore. I can't make this clear enough. I did my thing and walked away, flicking the V's. Did you see that YouTube's have put the price of premium up by 70%?
Yeah,
in quite a lot of countries already. They're a jam.
they actually did. They're not wasting time.
Well,
I really like these.
yeah, oh, he's a talented fucker, and he puts out a lot of, well, he hasn't done some in a while actually. That's why I was asking if he was going to do something. But he does a lot of different projects, different periods, genres. But at one stage, before he broke his arm, he was doing like, you get a weekly update, and there would just be constantly stuff coming. And it's like, this week, all I've got done is painted 12 soldiers from North Star to use in games of Stargrave. And you're going, oh, that's a very unproductive week for you, isn't it? And I look at my table where all I've managed to do is open a load of blister packs and move the stuff around and lose some of the arms, and then look back at the screen and go,
That's why I tend to not open packs until I actually have time to work on them, because
bad man.
it just goes everywhere. Having said that,
No, don't worry, Damon Sub. I went and subscribed to them on Patreon, so I could see it. I'm quite prepared to pay far more to individual people now, just so that YouTube don't get any of my money. That's what I'm doing. Fuck you, YouTube. Is this how we're going to play the game? I'm going to give other people more money than you wanted in the first place. You can't.
Yeah, if only there was a way to upload videos without having anybody needing to pay for it. Oh wait, there is.
It's those spinning rings from the time machine. Is that how we do it?
No.
Okay.
Those would be nice,
guess,
but those were audio only, if you remember. Those weren't without video.
But lights, they lit up a weird light while they were spinning.
Yeah, that's right.
So, light and sound.
No, not the Hub website, James. I'm actually serious about pushing videos to the interwebs without having to pay some entity for it. Go and Google PeerTube. It's a thing.
PeerTube?
PeerTube.
Oh, PeerTube. Is that like PeerTube?
Yes, it's.
Yeah, we're moving on to Larkin's Emerald Cream Dream pastry start, just in case you're keeping tabs.
It's a federated network of smaller servers, and you actually could host your own server and make people go watch. And if anybody cares to look into that subject deeper, just go and into the forums on Tabletop and look where I put on the VODs for the Unofficial Hobby Hangout. There's always 2 videos, one on YouTube, one on PeerTube.
Hitlercast. I tell you what, they didn't leave any room in this can. The minute I opened it, I got sprayed, and not because it's particularly spray, it's because by Christ they pressurized that. It's literally once I've opened it, the beers come out the top because there was too much to be inside the fucking can.
Well, they're giving you their
dingleberries.
best.
Oh, well, they're giving me a pain in the arse to fucking pour. That's what they're giving me. They had one called Dough Nutty something or other. I don't know. Another pastry start. It was very doughy. Anybody who used to eat raw dough whenever they were a kid. Will know what I mean. I tried it. I was like, well, it's a stout, and it does taste like raw dough, and I'm not sure that that's a good thing. So, but it did have like a lesson on the front of the tin, so
Well,
what
some
can I say?
people,
Fish bite hooks.
yeah. So the lad we just looked at,
Crossing
Crossing
obstacle gaming.
Gaming,
That
is that
is
also the name
that's
of his
name.
YouTube channel?
Yeah, should be very easy to find. Swedish.
Let me just see if I can find that. Oh, that looks great. Grand. Yes. Oh, already subscribed. Why didn't I watch it? Oh, because it's the wrong one.
Fancy.
Yeah, that's the one. I need to. Where are we going there?
There's one called Peter
YouTube's.
Bullock Chat. Probably. There was one I was looking at earlier, and I can't remember the name of it now, but it made me chuckle when I looked at it. So it must have been semi-offensive.
Well, the last video he put on YouTube is 4 months ago.
Yeah, like I say, he hasn't done anything in a while, but he hadn't done anything in a while, and then he did the train thing. So, like I say, I'm hoping he'll be back posting vids.
Maybe he's also fed up with
Boycotting YouTube.
Yeah.
That's true.
Might
can
be
see why it
a
would be.
possibility. Need to cut and paste that into the show notes for later reference.
Oh, you make videos free on Patreon. Oh, interesting.
A free patron.
That's how they fucking fish you in. They get to see me and you like this, and then they have to pay to see you with your top off in the hot tub.
At
Only
some point
tips.
in the future, I'm going to make either a Kickstarter crowdfunding thingamajig or a Patreon similar sorts of thing, and then lure all them in and rake in the cash.
Try to think what you're looking at, Jam. I'm not going to. You can't be. Is that right? It doesn't look right. It is right. Oh, in that case, I'll link it.
So this is Night Runner's Hola amigo, I come to suck your blood.
Yarp. So, more stuff for his silver bayonet. This, I quite like. He's going fully into the oils. It's like, what we're going to do, I'm going to start fucking oiling everything up.
That sounds so wrong.
Oh, it doesn't sound wrong at all. Look at it. Look at the color shift, the gradient on the back of that, whatever the fuck that is, creepy thing. Lovely, smooth, subtle blends of the purples into the blacks, into the blues. You can see it better on the back of them.
What
The
I
Lloyd shot.
didn't see the first time looking at that project was the actual rust effect on the axe, which is grand.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think he used something else for that. I imagine he used like Dirty Down, because that's what I would use. Because the metallics and the axe bells and stuff weren't oils, but I mean, look at that. Just look how nice that looks. Almost makes me want to actually paint something. Not that I would, you understand?
And just look at the base.
Yep.
Proper shape and form and all.
Goes without saying. I mean, I've said this a million times about Night Runner. He's not a cunt. Often, apropos of nothing at all, I'll stop somebody or lean over to one of the elderly men in the bar drinking beside me and go, that Night Runner, he's not a cunt. And they'll look at me and go,
What?
Have you had enough to drink?
Nope.
Should you go home, Jerry? It's all gone a bit wrong. But yeah, so there's a couple there from him explaining how he did it, and then also with links to James.
Wobble.
That's the one. How to actually do the old oily blendings. That's a frightening line of emojis there, Jam. Please don't ever do that again. But yeah, the Dark Dog, and I mean, they're just. It's nice to see somebody experimenting with the old oils. I'm still at this point where sometimes it does exactly what I wanted to do and it looks amazing, and sometimes I go all the way back through to the primer and bare metal when I'm taking it off. So there's something wrong in my deft touch, which isn't really working. But those conversions are fucking gorgeous, especially making the doctor's carry-all out of a bit of sprue. So it's just been sort of carved down. It's great. Looking forward to Canada for Christmas. Fucking Canada! It's in the studio.
Canada?
It's in no, it might not be in the studio. It might be next door. Did I bring it home last time I was filming? Or did I leave it there? I think I left it there. I was getting Shay to send me stuff today. Oh, fuck. Right, okay. Anyway.
Everybody's confused now.
Oh no, Doug knows where I'm at. Yours arrived the other day. Oh, well done, you. I don't think it's. I'm not sure if it's actually out yet. Jill, we're not. But I sent Benji the list. I went, here are the winners. I didn't want to send them too early because I knew it wasn't out. I didn't want to be fucking lost.
Yeah, Night Runner definitely does a thing for silvery bayonets.
It's don't really know what I'm getting from that.
Dough?
No, not with this one. Although it is another pastry stout. No, it's not. It's definitely not as doughy as the last one. No.
I feel we have been here, but I can't seem to hit the buttons right for some odd reason.
Say that. I don't think you have been.
It's 2022. I think we have been here.
No, it doesn't sound right at all.
Oh, there you go. See,
no,
always press buttons.
No.
Why do you say so?
What? Look at those lovely Napoleonic uniforms there, Jam. Look at them. Did I ever tell you about the Silver Bayonet theme week? We were doing Jam, where I did all the unboxings and painted all the fucking monsters from Wave 5 and painted the whole war band for Wave 5 for us to do the filming. And then I went back in and handed John like 6 models. I went, these are the Austrians, the ones I didn't need for the filming. You can do a painting tutorial on one of these. If you need help with any of the equipment or uniforms, let me know. I went, that's right. And then like a week later or 2 weeks later, he finally painted it and he picked the irregular, so he wasn't in uniform. All I wanted to do
Happy times.
was painted man in uniform. Napoleonic man in uniform.
Hello, Dark Denigan. Thanks for the thing. the Bezos monies.
Anyway, so yeah, that's Night Runner. Not a cunt. Well done him.
Definitely not.
And oils. Everybody should oil themselves up.
Maybe
I'll do some more work with oils this week when I'm off, since I've got all this spare time.
I'm way too hairy for oils.
That is very true. But I just wanted him to. All he ever does is paint camouflage things. It's like, I don't want to see the umpteenth camouflage thing from World War II. I don't care anymore. I just wanted to get him to paint something historically accurate for another time period, and he picked an Austrian in Lederhosen. And you do spell Wapel. Anyway, so yes. So I didn't get my. You know, I was fucking researching counting Russians to find out what sort of style uniform they had, to find the most interesting Huzza uniform.
Huzza!
That took me some time because, yeah, information for Russian uniforms is fairly fucked in many places. And he just painted a bloke in more sort of camouflage colours again. Well, there you go. It's an irregular in greens and browns. No! down for him. Did I point out the Orthodox priest is the wrong cross? I can't remember. I don't think I did. You'd have to go back and rewatch it. I can't because they're all on YouTube. So I don't know if I didn't have an Orthodox priest in my set. It was the Orthodox priest in the first Russian set because I got wave 5, so it was the second Russian. So yeah, we definitely didn't have a priest because we never played with a priest. Anyway, that'll be why.
Let's go on to the next one.
Yeah, well, we could, or we could stay here and I could complain a bit more.
No, you can. Feel free. I'm just opening the brown lemonade then.
Don't give in the threats from terrorists, mate.
Grips. Doing carpets on poles.
Yes. More scribblings from Scribs as he paints more of his Islamic for the Baron's War / Baron's Crusade /
Flags. Pretty flags for flags of war.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
colourful.
the thing I like about Scribblies is most of us, if not the majority here, would go, oh, look at those Islamic shields and banners. I'm not fucking doing that. And either A, go to somebody like Little Big Man Studios and just buy a set of decals to do all the crazy on their flags and shields, or just go, oh, it's not going to bother.
The shields look like they've been cast with the
Embossed.
embossed, yeah.
They
So
are.
I think that painting that wouldn't be too hard because it's
I mean-
basically painting in by numbers.
Yeah. But that is not the only shield that he's hand painted. Or hand painted all the flags.
Please.
So, waiting for John's Cabo Roman tutorial. Oh, fuck, man. Could you imagine? I should build some Romans and get them into him. See if we do those.
Make Lloyd build your Rome, and then make John paint 100 times Romans go home.
I'm trying to think. I unboxed something and give him like a stack of miniatures the other day. Where there you go, you can do an unboxing on those. What the fuck was that? It was something weird.
What?
I know what it was. It was May 40 Miniatures Dutch. Here's some Dutch, and then here's some tropical Dutch from the Royal Dutch East Indies Army. You could do some painting tutorials on those. Anyway.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the problem with
Little Big Man.
Little Big Man. If you want quality, you pay for it. The alternative is it Flags of War? Did I do it? No. Battle Flag.
Well, the obvious alternative would be to buy some print-on sheets and make your own.
Oh no, that is much harder than you know, especially sizing to specific shields and stuff. Yeah, Battle Flag stuff's very good. Not quite as good as Little Big Man, but for the price difference, pretty much, Crispin, pretty much. But yeah, I absolutely love Scrib's work here. I've got a Islamic Force for Saga somewhere. Maybe I should paint those. Maybe not.
I wish I had thought of this earlier. Then I would have made a counter for every time when you say I should paint that, or that makes me want to paint stuff.
Yeah.
Have some kind of
That's
level
what
on the
happens when you've
side.
got loads of lovely things. Oh my god, the amount of lovely things I have is just beyond belief. So many lovely things.
While we're on the subject of Saga and other games,
I got Paul, a really good deal on all the rule books he needed to start Saga.
Oh, grand.
Look, selling them. It's like, fuck, yes. How much do you want for them? 50 quid, have them. Bargain. Great.
Since I'm going to be on the train on Thursday for about 4.5 hours,
Yes.
I'm going to take some light reading with me.
Light reading.
So for the 2.5 hours back home, I'm going to be watching the 2003 epic that is Clone Wars, the animated thing.
That's not reading.
Yeah, but the way to the event will be reading.
Oh.
And I'll be reading, let's see, there's one.
So far away. Frostgraven. Zweite Edition. Second edition in the Germans.
Yes.
In
Since
the
now my
mother
terrain
tongue.
is done, and I've got a map, and I've got miniatures, I might as well try to get it in the
Holy
game.
fuck, Paul, you're not gonna play a game. You know the weird thing about that one is you can play it solo.
Yeah, but I already made my my friend who I'm playing BattleTag with promise me that we're going to play a game of Frostgrave as soon as I've reread the rules, because I've read them once.
Fine.
Now I need to read them a second time, and maybe something will stick into my head, and maybe
When in doubt, just roll a d20 and roll high. That's it. Don't need to worry about anything else.
yeah, maybe watch one or two Let's Plays from some odd people on the internet.
Oh, God, Guerrilla Miniature Games is good for that.
Yeah, I've heard good things of him.
Mm-hmm.
I could do a battle report and get a butt-butting.
Fuck yes. See? That makes sense. Or Nuku's thinking, he's not thinking with sand, not like Kennedy. Brains. Who's seen Bubba Hotep? I know Crispin has.
Oh, I have.
JFK.
It has been some
black
time,
JFK.
but I've seen it.
They dyed me this colour to hide me. My brain's in a jar in DC. I've got a bag of sand. I'm thinking with sand.
That's called silicon. It's a microchip.
Absolutely fucking great.
Oh god, I think I need to add some spice.
How have you not seen Bubba Hotep? Crispin, get thee behind me, Satan. No, actually, stay in front of me where I can keep an eye on you. Bubba Hotep is amazing.
It's grand.
I've ruined one of the best lines already, but I'm not going to say any more about it. Just go and get it. They did talk about doing a sequel called Bubba Nosferatu. Unfortunately, it never got made. But what did get made was... Oh... What the fuck did he call it? He was fighting an ancient samurai demon. Oh...
But Bubba Hotep really is weird and wacky fun. If you loved Evil Dead, you're going to love this.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's like, what was the old series called? The Weird Couple? The Odd Couple?
The Odd Couple was the series, yeah. That sounds more likely.
Cross that with Evil Dead and you got Bubba Hotep.
Yeah. So the other one is just called My Name is Bruce.
Bruce?
Where Bruce Campbell plays
Bruce.
a version of Bruce Campbell.
Hello, Bruce.
The Odd Couple, that was Jack Lemmon and somebody, wasn't it?
Yeah. What's his face?
Oh. Well done, Crispin. When Ron Jeremy thinks you're getting a bit too close. And
Walter Matthau, yeah.
That's him.
Thank you, Mr. Christopher.
Anyway, yeah, so your homework is My Name is Bruce and Bubba Hotep. There may be questions later.
Start with Bubba Hotep.
He's not the boss of you. You start with whatever one you want. They're not connected in any way, so it doesn't matter.
Also, have you lot noticed my flashy, colorful lights are back on?
Right? Were they off at some stage, were they?
Yeah, because I couldn't be asked to be changing batteries all the time. And now because they're wireless, obviously batteries, but now I've got some weird USB powered battery adapter thingy majigs in there. So it's running off a power bank. So I don't need to change batteries anymore. Hurrah! Go me. And the best thing is the power bank is a solar driven power bank, so I could just plonk it in the window and have it recharge without paying for electricity.
Oh, they won't like that. Big Pharma will be after you.
I can
Might
come.
chip your head or something.
I can come. Then I'll take on
It's on
a pint of
Amazon
fisticuffs.
Prime. Nice. Where are the zombie heads? They're in a selection of cabinets. I think I have that. Didn't they do a limited edition governor model?
I think there was a pre-order bonus when you got the new set with the mayor.
I might not have it then because I got them all from the Kickstarter. I don't know.
At
some point,
I know that there was something along those lines where you got for limited time the heads in a jar.
In a jar, they were like a Kallax. Seriously though, it was like your little display behind it, except instead of having a fleet in every box, there was a head.
Oh, so speaking of Kallax, today I've seen a Kickstarter out of Mexico. Making inserts for Kallax with trays for miniatures.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not the first.
No, they're not. They're not even the cheapest. But what I liked the most about the project was they're giving measurements on where they did what cut. So basically, if you're not totally cack-handed, you can just take their measurements and run with it.
Sweet. That's handy.
Yeah, here's Negan sets. Yeah, that could be that.
Could be. Yeah, because I didn't pre-order Here's Negan. Although I do have it, because it was the only way to get his lieutenants. Lieutenant!
Billy IKEA surprise. Yeah, speaking of surprises, let's go and
you would see this one coming, motherfuckers.
Do I really want to? Yeah, I will. Denzian.
He did a game based on the Nottingham cheese riot previously, which we all enjoyed very much.
Yeah,
and he may have even got a golden button for that off Ben.
Yeah, he did. And now he's doing something along the mixing Judge Dredd with reenactment.
So he's got the Judge Dredd game, which you can't see because it's behind the creepy thing on my wall. But
we all have seen it in the Weekender, so.
And he's rejigging it to be a thief-taking game for Nottingham in the 18th century. So he has literally recreated the cards from Dread to be the various people that you need to track down, and the judges have been replaced with thief takers, and the board itself has been reinvented based on a old map of Nottingham, and you get the backstory of these bastards as well. So there was a blind man from Dublin, what a cant, travelled the country with an 8-year-old boy who acted as guide, but after an argument he struck the boy and killed him. When he was found guilty, he grew violent and tried to bite the jailers in court, so he was placed a muzzle on his head. He was later publicly dissected in the same courtroom in front of the public. The viewing public acted in a disgraceful manner and tampered with his corpse. He was apparently stiff in more ways than one, which led to much mirth. It was the last public dissection. So, fucking legend.
Also, might I point out that he isn't using any AI shenanigans for pictures? He's actually forcing people to dress up and taking pictures.
You say forcing. I'd say they were already dressed up and he just happened to get a camera on them.
Well, that's basically forcing it. If in today's world, when you're running around with a camera, people will start posing if you're looking at them too long.
But yeah, so not only has he recreated Megacity 1 in Nottingham, but the criminals were real historic criminals. The crimes are, you know, quality classic crimes like bigamy.
I'm not sure why this picture screams Crispin to me, but it does.
Fencing.
I guess it's fencing. Maybe the pickpocketing. But I'm not sure.
Must be one of those. Couldn't be anything else.
Either or. Why not both?
Certainly not bestiality, incest, and prostitution. The amazing thing is Crispin managed to do all three of those crimes in one go. Beautiful. Like a Tau. Moo, moo, moo.
Moo. I don't know. I need to find a Tau picture and a copyright-free moo sound.
So
House
yeah.
stealing, burglary, highway robbery. This always struck me as a weird word creation. How can you have a highway robbery when there's no highway? It's not even a motorway. Less than even an autobahn.
Stop it. Those names are derived from much older roads.
No.
Have you ever seen the man explain why the space shuttle is badly designed?
Yeah, because two fat arses of Roman horses.
That's the one.
And that's why Lloyd needs to make his shed appropriate size to have his small...
He needs to fucking build my Rome. That's what he's doing. Never mind this shed nonsense. Which I believe they're going to be doing tomorrow.
Rome wasn't built on one day, but neither was it built over the course of centuries.
It's had like 3 fucking years now, or more. 4 or 5. I don't know. No blurs. He's had many years now to build Rome, and he hasn't. It's very annoying.
Does he even still have your Rome, or are you still...
That's a very deep cut, Damon. I like that. No, he's never had my Rome. It's all sitting there in a stack about 60 centimeters of condensed wood tall.
Yeah, MDF kits was a point of discussion in the OTT forums today, as one member has said he's now going to get rid of stuff to clear things up, and at one point there was the argument, yeah, the moment you buy nice things, they're compact, it can be easily stored, but the minute you build and assemble, it just goes...
See, that's not necessarily the case.
Well,
it's the case for MDF terrain, yes, but miniatures, once you threw the sprues of miniatures away, the amount of room that 10 men take up is much smaller than the box that the sprue came in.
Throwing away sprues?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Is that possible?
Oh, really, really simple.
How can you learn such wizardry?
You just go, you know what, I'm never going to fucking convert any of these cats.
James Cutts.
They have what they have.
James Cutts wants to know, do Fugu do roundhouses?
Fugu. I want to say yes, because I think I own some. But I'm not sure now.
I wouldn't
now that you've asked the question. They definitely do dry stone roundhouses. I don't think they do Watland Daub, but they do Watland Daub and adobe buildings for Africa, so it's something he could do. But right now, I just keep sending him messages about Brock's and linking him to things about Brock's. When people are going, here's a BBC article about Brock's, then I tag him in it. Eventually, he'll get the message, you make me a fucking Brock.
Or he'll throw a stone at you.
Yeah, well, that is also true. Could go either way.
Well, if you don't risk anything, you won't. Things won't be happening.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Correct.
Yep, that's the one.
Correct, Mondo. But yeah, I mean, I'd be very surprised if. I imagine Ben's watching this, so he gets to pick his.
Golden buttons.
That's the one. Saves him having to actually look himself. So I imagine this will get a golden button as soon as he spots it. But the amount of fucking work that's gone into this is madness. But at the same time, it's also genius because using it at the museum type of fair as a way to get people playing games and also teaching them about shit that went on in Nottingham is fucking mustard. Like, it's
Isn't
absolutely
there
on the
things
money.
happening in Nottingham that's not Games Workshop? That's a thing.
Yeah, loads of stuff.
People will be surprised.
Yeah. I used to go to school with Richard Wheatley. Who's he? Transported to Maryland for stealing a pie. Press ganged in the Navy. Committed an act of robbery. And executed. Don't think it's the same one. Big tall guy. Thin as a rake. Richard, you know him. No? Anyway.
No.
Be like that
do.
then. Cats.
So we're off to now.
You can pronounce that name.
Chaos Act.
Sure. Pretty sure that's...
Jean-Jacques.
Yep. Why not? Either of those. There's a few things going on with this.
Well, to be fair, if I go into with Zauzak, it's a very rude word.
Yeah, well, do that then.
Zauzak 1984.
So the plan is to do a fuckload of historical gaming next year. So 0 to 100 hours, Test of Honor, and Mortal Gods. And with that in mind, he's got a few forces for each to finish, but then he also wants to build thank you, board and terrain to go with. So this is a sort of a compilation. Progress reports, you can keep tabs on him as he puts together his stuff. So the board is, as you can see, old school, battened, modular table that you can set up and then lift away. So we'll also be seeing 3 very different historical periods: feudal Japan, ancient Greece, and World War II, being painted up as well. And presumably, as you can see the bamboo there, presumably there will be terrain that sets each of those. So this will be an interesting little project to keep tabs on for future reference, because there's a bit of everything.
200 hours. Mortal Gods Test of Honor.
Yeah, see, told you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you read ahead and cheated.
How could I? You pick these. I don't see them until you click on them. I just have to base all this on my constant whoring of myself through the project system. But yeah, there'll be a few different things coming, which means there should be, apart from the painting, there may also be some list construction and talk about the games as well, if people are interested in seeing how shit develops.
How shit hits the fan.
The good thing is for the 0 to 100 hour stuff, it could also, I mean, it's borderline bolt action in places, because he's got several squads of things coming, plus the vehicles as well, which will be used as terrain in 0 to 100, but then could also be press ganged into service for a larger force for bolt action. Yeah, but not the multi-award winning Moonstone Jam, which is somewhere in Wales or in the servant room.
Multi-award winning Moonstone just won another award. Sort of, kind of.
Did it?
Yeah, there's one German YouTuber, the Bier und Brezel Tabletop.
Beer and Pretzels, I know him well.
Yeah, yes. he did a fight off of all the video games he did, or most of them, by method of some weird internet thing.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how he did it, but the finalist that actually won was Moonstone.
Oh, there you go.
It's a 2.5 hour video, so
What a shame it's on YouTube, so it'll never be seen.
yeah, it's a shame.
It is. It's a crying shame. If only there was some way we could talk to them. But yeah.
Nottingham is the center of wargaming universe. Yeah. Maybe.
Could be that, could be.
In a way. Not for everybody, I guess.
So you say. So you say.
So, yeah, I say we go on after Zauzak had made an impression on us. I need to follow that project just for the sheer shits and gigglies.
Giggly shits. That's how you end up with a dirty toilet.
Tuffy, who is absent today, and I think she's been absent in the forum and also the Discord for some time. I hope she's feeling well.
Probably scared off by YouTube's ad blocker.
From the Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
So
mean,
she's
it's
doing
insidious.
aliens. We're in the
Yes.
pipe.
Did you know how the Alien sequel came about?
I think it was something along those lines. We need to redo it, and we need more guns or something.
No. James Cameron had the studio execs in for 20th Century Fox or whatever the fuck they were called then. And on a whiteboard, he wrote Alien and then looked at them and didn't say anything. Then went back and didn't write an S. He drew a dollar sign. Aliens. And then looked at them again. And they went, all right, you can have the money to do it. That's how that got started. He just went, I'm going to make you a fuckload of money.
And I think he did.
Pretty much.
So this has been a longer running project from her.
Yes. It's kicking around. They finally got around to reprinting it. I'm shocked it took them so fucking long. I know there was an event happening. But it came out at like the start of the event and then it hadn't been seen again for 3 years. So
maybe the
quite a
molds
good
got
game.
lost in time and space.
I think it was like everything else just got sort of shelved. We can't do everything. Let's do what we can.
Or maybe even worse, some odd licensing stuff happened. Because that can't be a pain in the butt as well. Gale Force 9, 2023.
Curtis for Ramshackle moved recently, so I don't know if he's still in Nottingham. Don't know where his new house is. But yeah, there's Spunkmeyer. My favourite pilot. So yes, very simple project. It is just the aliens and the invading humans who came to their planet and started blowing shit up. It's a terrible, terrible threat. But I quite like what Taffy's done. Obviously, the fact that you end up with a ton of miniatures. Most of us would go, well, it's going to take me some time to get through these. Taffy laughs in the face of time. Before the box is open, they're painted.
I'm pretty sure at this point she's some kind of weird wizard magic user thingamajig, because things arrive at her doorstep and the next day everything's up and painted.
You said her name 3 times, like Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. I bet you every single male that's single for a long time has tried that and all have failed. Welcome, Tuffy! We missed your ranting about on James' workshop.
So the question we have, Tuffy, is are you a member of the TVA? Because we're trying to work out how you paint the stuff before the boxes arrive. It's a good question. But now you're here, and the aliens are all painted, and the Marines and civilians are all painted, does that mean we're going to get a battle report?
Oh, I know how she does it. She gets special cars that work the same way like the wine in Discworld, where you first get the headache and then you get to enjoy
Oh,
the
the
wine.
perennials.
Yes,
Yes.
she gets those, but in a pre-painted version of plastic.
Uh,
I want to challenge you on that, Crispin, because I dare you go look up radiator and minced meat. Have fun with that. Yeah, melons are cheaper, Ewok, but they're not as
oh, they're
salty.
also very seasonal. So,
Minced meat is the way to go.
is it though?
What was the building instruction for the Siemens Bride? 2 sponges, a tube, and a rubber glove.
Yep. Let's go with that.
Ne-
Oh, that
never.
Channel 4 documentary, the guys with the cars, that was so good. Soap. If nobody's seen that, or if people haven't seen that, it was guys who were in love with cars. They would fuck their cars. And Channel 4 did a documentary about these sad facts. And at one point, while they were parked in a car park, one of them went and fucked the other guy's car. She was looking at him funny. Oh, sitting there with her headlights out.
So this is giving the term car lover a completely different meaning.
It was fucking amazing. Oh, you know how Andy Warhol said everybody would have 15 minutes of fame in the future? Even he would have went, you know what? Maybe that's too much.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's just rein that in. Let's instead suggest that people with some form of talent will have some modicum of fame in the future, but only them. Not everybody gets a free ride. Do you remember the? You won't, but do people in the audience remember Terry Christian's show on a Friday night, The Word? And they had a segment called, I want to say it was like The Unmentionables or something like that. And it would start with somebody going, I'll do anything to be on TV. And then they would do something horrible. So one person ate a cracker with butter and pubes on it. Another person licked the sweaty fat folds and armpit of a big fatty who'd been working out on an exercise bike for like 20 minutes and was sweating profusely. One person drank a pint of salt water, vomited up into another glass, and then drank that glass. And somebody ate a worm sandwich. The worms were alive. They got plopped onto the bread. And it was just the most revolting thing ever. It's going, why would you do this? Yes, you're on TV, but most people go, weren't you on TV? Yeah, I remember you. No, we're not hiring right now. Thanks.
I think that's along the line what a friend of mine recently told me. Yeah,
L7 were very good on there.
we did stupid shit when we were young, but we had the nerve not to take pictures and post them online.
Well, yeah. Yeah, The Word and Eurotrash were a weekend combo. My favorite part of The Word, for people who hadn't seen it, they used to do a band at the end of the show, and it was very much a pop / dance music raver culture type thing, but the show was going out around the early 90s, which meant they hit this point where all of a sudden alternative rock and stuff became very popular briefly. So you had like Nirvana were on it and Faith No More were on it, and one notable week Sepultura were on it. Did anybody see the Sepultura episode?
Sepultura.
What was it? Get the cheese grater. Yes.
I've never seen a mate of mine who was a metal DJ at some point being so annoyed when a drunkard came up to him and said, "You need to play something from the Paltra," and we all were really, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Yeah, he was approaching talk about the Paltra.
Right.
Since then, it's been a running joke that people are asking for the Paltra.
Well, the way they did it. So obviously, imagine a crowd of late teen, early to mid 20 dance enthusiasts, so little raver types, bopping away throughout the entire show, and they made this big thing. No, they were just doing their usual shite while they did the whole show.
Well, okay.
But they made a big thing about they were Sepultura fans and they were in a cage locked away from the other people until the end of the show when Sepultura were going to play. And then at the end, Terry Christian went, "Okay, now Sepultura." Then he unlocked the door and opened the cage, and all the fans rushed to the stage. And the first guy at the gate, massive, hairy fucker, just as the first chords of, I think, Refuse Resist kicked off, he ran out, looked at one of the little 18-year-old speedheads, and just went, BAM! Fucking floored him out. And this was live, and then rushed up. And by that stage, they were playing, and all the Sepultura fans were going ballistic, and all the little teeny bopper dancey people were gradually fading away from the mosh pit.
Quick, hide the animals!
It was fucking so good. Oh my god, it was so good. I never laughed so much in my life. It's just the fact he came out, and I don't know whether he'd been saying something to him during the show, but he came out of that cage, looked, and just twatted him. And then went on in there for a bit of the old thrashing.
I'm pretty sure there's a documentary on that guy, and later we found out that that little twat has been teasing him all the time while he was in the cage, and that's why he got knocked out.
You missed the pit. Where the fuck did you land? Oh.
Behind the pit. Ooh, that's not a safe place to land.
Prisoner cell block H. You'll never be top dog. B's top dog. Bloody screws used to bring me roses. That was every episode of Prisoner Cell Block H there. I've saved all of you a considerable amount of your lives from having to watch it.
Speaking of saving lives, I think we can go on and save another project from being unnoticed.
Lies, deception. Kids will do anything for Danley.
Lies! Deception! Every day.
That's what I hear. Ooh.
So, Danley is doing his Raging Heroes challenge, and I think he's almost there.
Could be there. Nobody's entirely certain how it works, but he's got lots of stuff in all the boxes, so, I mean, flying. He's hitting December and there's still 2 boxes to fill. Ahead of the game. It's only gone into the start of November. But yeah, some interesting bits and pieces. The big Lich King type thing is particularly funky, swanky. Azrak, the Annihilator. I'm pretty sure he was just meant to be Horus when he appeared on the front cover of that issue of White Dwarf. That was Horus. That's who it was. And they remade him and gave him a name.
But why would they do retcon their own stuff? Don't answer. That's a hypothetical question. Don't try to answer that. It will tie a knot in your brain.
Shit on me. Shit on me.
Oh, Jerry, I was wanting to ask you all the time. Will you be joining in for the old world? And this concludes Jerry being on the show because he's now going to murder me.
Not only no, but fuck no. Jesus Christ. Why would you? Huh? Why would you bother?
I have no idea.
Oh, twin. Yeah. I mean, when they said they were doing it and they were going to do some sort of mix of previous editions, you're going, okay, that's fine. And then they start releasing more about it and they're going, we're not going to do these armies. You're going, okay. And then they release a bit more about it and they go, well, it's going to be set back in time. You're going, all right. Oh, okay. It's going to be set then, you say. So there are certain things that can't exist unless you change your own fucking backstory and timeline, which I'm sure they will. And then they go, and here's an interesting development for the turn sequence. You're going, well, this is steaming horseshit. So none of this makes any fucking sense.
What the thing?
Clearly, you're not using any of your old rule sets. You're just making up a fucking new one.
Well, the thing with the timeline is they can, if they start in an earlier time and then move forward, I'm fine with that. That's a thing you can use for planning ahead far in the future of the system.
Yeah, they can, but they won't. What's the point?
Yeah, of course they won't, but I can see a design perspective on that. Everything else is just
Shittery.
They want more money because they not already have enough money. They want all the monies, and
I really like the backdrops, Dan. Obviously there's a few people that have picked up the books and have been using them since they appeared. But they still offer something a little bit different. But I suppose, I'm not a great photographer. That I know this will shock many people. I'm not. But sometimes I have an issue with a single tone background causes cameras to either desaturate or blow out the paint job. So having something that's somewhat neutral in the background and giving you the sort of set-in look, I think is nice. There's probably still loads of bouncing light and shit that you need to do. It's always about the action. I'm very much about the action. 300 years to the end times. Progress compounded ICBM and just stop. Oh, that'd be funny.
or maybe they inject 40k at some point and make the old theory true that Warhammer Fantasy Battle is just a planet in the 40k universe.
That wasn't a theory. That was real. Because you could actually get 40k weaponry on the Chaos charts.
Yeah, but they've redacted that.
Oh, of course they have, because they're
so it's not true anymore.
It's just the worst Shara bastards. If they had any,
in some way, Games Workshop is actually behaving like 1984 Ministry of Truth.
Oh yeah, very much so. The rations have been increased to 2.5 grams this week from the low of 5 grams last month. This increase is great. We all enjoy this increase. Is it 3? I thought it was more than 300 years. Just checking. Don't mind me. But yeah.
Remember the Stargate episode where they're playing Civilization? It turns out to be an actual planet.
I can't remember that.
I just was going to say I can't remember that episode.
Actually, it's only 200 years. That's shocking. Could have sworn it was longer, but hey ho.
What irritates me the most is with the old world that I feel that most of the stuff is going to be published by Forge World.
Well, it's all going to be published by Forge World. They don't want to waste,
Why?
because Forge World does their specialist games. That's where stuff that isn't 40k or Age of Shipmar lives. Blood Bowl, Forge World. Legions, Forge World. Horus Heresy, Forge World. All of that, Forge World. The battle midgets. What was that game called? Hobbit things.
Can I just say that's just shit?
That's where it goes. That's very good. I mean, the fact it's Forge World makes no difference to me whatsoever.
I was just, for me, as a relative outside standing person to the Games Workshop universe, I always thought Forge World would be the part company that does the small run exclusive high quality miniatures
Sure.
and not be the in-house recaster.
Yeah, that's been a long time since that's been the case. It's just not how it goes anymore.
Shows how old I am.
Series 3, the game. Oh, okay. I'll have to have a look. See your Finn McCool there. Dan. Obviously, I mean, I know he's done and dusted. You're not going back to him. But I'd like to see that tartan on all of the green robes. Just say. Have you seen Mr. Fitzpatrick's artwork? I'll have to check because I have a terrible tendency. There's a sculptor who used to work for GW who's also called Fitzpatrick, and I keep fucking mixing them up. Jim Fitzpatrick. Yeah, Chris is the sculptor. Too flowy. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Just do it anyway. I bought a set of. Actually, I bought them all. To be fair, whenever whoever it was makes them, we're doing some selling things. They were, we'll do them all half price. It may have been fucking St. Paddy's Day. I was like, okay, send me them all. I don't know if you've actually seen the Lucid Eye Fitzpatrick sculpts, but they're like 40 mil. They're fucking huge. Are you them? Oh, that was a resin miniature that just went on the floor. No, your Lucid Eye's Death Dealer range, which is similar but different. Well, they're not behind me. That was something different. Don't worry about that.
Speaking of different, do we
Back
have
again.
different users still in line? I
Yeah,
think,
fuck yeah. Oh, loads.
Well, let's go then.
Chat it down. He's very forceful, isn't he? Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Ruins by Resurrected Dungeon Master. Or
Yeah.
Deutschmarks. Whatever.
Could be, either way. There's no way to know for certain.
Nope. So
But
he's doing Rangers of Shadow Deep, terrain
Shadow
stuff.
Deep. Although they'd also work for
Almost
other
every
games.
fantasy game ever.
They're very Mordheim-esque. I think we all do that. They'd be good for the multi-award winning Moonstone if you wanted to do some destroyed buildings that the shades are coming out of. But these, I just really like them. They do exactly what they say in the tin. They are a range of fantasy buildings in a reneged state, and they just look really nice. He's used that ones and zeros thing.
Yeah, I was going to say they even don't look too stray-liney, shabby for being 3D printed filamenty things.
Yeah, but then that's because he broke out some balsa wood, made himself a nice set of steps to get up there. Sweet, sweet balsa. What would we do without you? Huh?
Rely on XPS foam.
XPS foam. It's the devil's work.
Yes, it is. And I am a devil's worshipper, so what are you going
It's
to do
just the
about
worst.
it?
Send Greta Thunberg round to your house, take all your exploded dinosaur blood foam away, make you sustainable balsa instead.
Oh, can you imagine?
That's the way to go. That's how it works. That's how it works.
I
But
think
yeah,
our hobby is really one of the last things in my life that's not being press ganged into any kind of you need to be sustainable, because we all know there's no way this hobby is going to be sustainable in any way, shape, or form.
Didn't GW do something like a scheme in England where they were taking back sprues off people?
They did a test run of having selected shops taking back plastic without giving any credit, if I remember
Well,
correctly.
yeah, well, of course they're not going to give
So
you
they
anything.
basically were just collecting raw materials for the next print run.
Yep. Interesting, though. Interesting. But yeah, the buildings themselves, really nice set with a whole host of techniques on them. So enamel and oil washes and that sort of thing to really pop the colors out. And I like the over-the-top poppy orange. Really stand the fuck out there.
Yeah. They do have
It's the power.
comic-like realistic look.
Yeah. I mean, perfect for the multi-award-winning Moonstone, but they're not a million miles away from the colours that GW used on the Mordheim cardboard scenery from way the fuck back when. I should build some terrain.
If I only had more space to put terrain, I would build more terrain, because Terrain Fest really was fun, apart from the airbrush shenanigans.
What power? Sorry, stuck in the chat. Oh,
The babe with the power of the babe. Voodoo. You do.
Do what? Remind me of the babe.
I think Doug is referring to the labyrinth rhyme and song. The power of the
Some
babe.
sort of event you could join in. Oh man, could you imagine how good that would be if there was some sort of terrain-based event? Alas, so, it's never going to happen.
Oh, I know. The next event OTT needs to make is not going to be a terrain event, but a board event. And I actually have ideas for it.
Well, we know what the next one is because Warren's already decided. It's Dungeonalia.
Well, that's
Something
still
about
terrain.
dungeons. It doesn't necessarily have to be terrain. Design a dungeon for an RPG.
At some point, I really need to.
Frill Panzerweek. It's probably closer to the mark, actually. Much closer to the mark.
I really need to have a self-reflective weekend and think to myself why I'm so immune to historicals.
I don't know.
It had Paul
No testosterone?
Warbos was a bit of in a shock last week when I told him I'm not really caring for any historical, even at my age.
How many GIMPs pictures are in the private projects? None that I found so far, Onoko, and I've looked extensively.
Now I remember what I wanted to put into my secret projects.
No. Just saying. If it's tagged as private, I go in there to have a nosy around, make sure people not accidentally forgot that it should actually be public.
Yeah. Speaking of private projects, I really want to be finally Christmas so I can publish that thing.
Right.
I really like how it came out, and I want to see the reactions of other people's.
Oh, you should see some of the other Secret Satin.
Secret Satan?
That's the one.
Hail Satan!
Projects. So there's some fucking corkers. There's one that's got a... so good. Anyway. Yeah. This is Zoid. He's been doing some 3D printing, but he's also been using Fugu to put together a board for, I mean, theoretically, it's multi-period up to and including a galaxy a long time ago, far, far away.
This tower reminds me of the Unseen University.
I mean, the Tower of Art.
Yep.
So, alas, it's not quite tall enough, but
Maybe that's the one of 4X, which is too small on the outside and big in the inside.
Bigger on the inside. My favorite part about this, by the way, you'll see as you go down later on, is when he finally puts all his pics up and it's all populated with people. He goes, "It's finished." "Oh no, it's a narrative table," which I'm assuming is a dig at Justin. Which that should be worth a golden button in itself.
Finished. Oh no, a narrative table.
Yeah. Because he said something like that, didn't he, on his vlog things? Narrative tables are terrible. You should have flat open spaces and nothing going on or something. I don't know.
Well, it always depends on what kind of games you're playing.
No, it doesn't. Good table's good table. Regardless. Whatever way you go. This one's got a lot going on.
Indeed it does.
I really like that. I haven't got around to buying the mud. I say that. I backed the last Kickstarter, which are new buildings. I didn't get the first set, so I'll probably have to get the first set now. But if I do that, I'll be able to do lots of stuff with them because I can use them for like Crusade type stuff, and I can use them for like Star Wars type stuff, and I can use them for like Afghan and Bojest style stuff as well. So it's all, it's multi-use.
Oh my god, look at all the clutter. How can I play on that? With a lot of fun and confidence.
The best tables are the ones you get your colleagues to paint for you. I mean, that would be amazing.
That would be a feature of like Rome-sized proportions.
That would. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I just think how good that would be. And then I cry myself to sleep because I know it's not going to happen. I cry into my pillow. And my pillow's so waterlogged I can't sleep on it without drowning, so I have to get a new pillow. It's a tragedy, really. But I like this. The whole look of it is fucking stupendous. Look at that. Look at that. Huh?
I do.
Why would you not play on that?
I see peacocks, I see goats, I see a busy marketplace.
I see Paris, I see France, I see Pandancer's underpants.
What? Did the webcam slip again? Shame.
But also, I notice you're using the Montana Gold sprays, which I have a fuckload of myself. I've never seen them crack like that. So, I mean, it looks great. Don't get me wrong. I like the look of the cracking. But it's never happened to me because I remember when I first got them, somebody was saying you shouldn't use them because they're for graffiti artists and they contain like a filler to smooth things out, which I've never noticed. They are very pigment heavy though. Or not pigment rich is probably a better way of putting it. So you really need to be judicious in the application. It's a cracky table, yeah. Yeah.
Seasick bedwetter or what on a waterbed? That's going to be a joke somewhere.
Must be. See, I thought, maybe I'm wrong. Where's my mud buildings? Like
my name is Mad.
She's there. This is why I need to
My name is Mad.
Oh, look, I've just found a resin Negan set there. Yeah, you're mud. I thought there were cracks on those. Yeah, they're. There's no way this is going to fucking show up. No fucking way.
Cracking stuff.
Look how blown out that is.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, you will never see this.
That's not happening.
No.
Nope.
Okay, there is cracking on mine. I think the cracking is sculpted in, and maybe you just didn't notice it until you got the spray on. It's fainter in some places than it is in others, but on the roofs it's very noticeable. So I don't know if that was an issue with your sprays. These are really nice. I should do something with them.
Oh, look, Tuffy has updated her alien marine painty things.
Fugu should make those. Fugu should. You're right. Is that
Game over, man. It's game over.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh no. Yeah.
That had been a load-bearing project.
They're on the surface, but oh, okay. Spray cracked more after. Oh, fascinating.
After the wash went on. So maybe reactivation?
Didn't know. I'm going to try it with mine. Thankfully, I have a considerable amount of Montana sprays. And I also have the colors you use. I have beige and I've got ivory as well. Because they're really, really good colors to have for terrain. So I will experiment tomorrow, considering, well, depending whether or not the weather fucking allows me. And let you know how it turns out. But yeah.
I smell a jerry can crackle medium without being crackle medium.
No, you don't. Because I can't be arsed doing that.
It has been some time since the last jerry can, hasn't it?
That's because there's been a whole host of shittery in my way in between. So, will be one in 2 weeks. There would have been one this week, but I'm off, so fuck you. That's how that goes. There was a...
If it can be cracked, we can fill it, and if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Makes sense. No, this one's a sand beige, so not a as beige as German camo beige would be. I mean, it's up there, but it's not the best beige. No, it's not Rocky sand. It's just called sand beige. Which mine are all downstairs. Well, they're up there. Greens and browns, some blues. So anyway, I don't need to look. It's at the fucking start of his project. I can just scroll up. Much easier as that. Oh no, he's back on the Hitler juice. Jesus.
I told yous it would be a second serving today.
Outrageous. It's always Hitler, huh?
Never change a running system.
No way, that's true. That's true.
And as long as people are talking about weird images and spray cans, I might as well indulge myself in devilish, tasteful brown lemonade.
It's a stinker.
Is it?
Starting the Thursday. Is it Thursday? Imagine the Jerry Cannell painting tartan. Stop. Bow, 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 bow.
I'm
Those
not sure you
pixies.
did one.
No, I haven't. Have I? I did do one where I was pissing around with pens for doing fine lining and cheating for doing checkers and tartan, but not really a proper tartan tutorial. I can do one if you want.
We did a
It's
tartan
really easy.
live when I was painting my battle units.
Oh, you were doing that. Yeah, nobody would be able to see whatever I was doing though. It's easy for you to say. Yeah, fuck it, I'll do a tartan one. Somebody write that down. Where's my aide de camp? Where's my Batman? Write down.
Shay, are you listening, Shay?
That's not his job and you know it, you bitch.
I'm going to make it his job.
It's not his job. I shall
I'm
write it down
paying for
here.
OTT, so I'm making his job.
I fucking pay for it as well.
No, you don't.
Fucking do. Dee-dee.
I watch a stream on Thursdays and somewhere it's always banging on Russian uniform and Iraqi sand. I think it's Orinoco.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Only to combat your gasland spaces. You people are the worst, but I love you for it.
So if I do this, this, and this, and then I go there, and then I just go open Discord. Oh, there you are. There you go. You can go ahead and open that in browser.
Open who, where, what? Do I need to open my Discord now again? Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, fuck you. Just work for once in your life.
Cool, like update notifications. You wanker.
Well, just saying.
Hey children, have a good look. See, Jerry is actually still paying for his own job.
I mean, if I knew how to stop that, I would desperately, desperately do that.
That's some Games Workshop level shit of payment
The
circulation.
way I look at that is I get an hour a week where I can do whatever the fuck I want. And that's my hour that I've paid for. Is that tax deductible? I've fucking no idea. Probably. Be good if it was. Wouldn't say no to it. That's only a couple of years though. It's like $3.97. What's that going to get you? Wouldn't even get you a bottle of whiskey.
It gets you 1 dice from Games Workshop.
Well, one unreadable dice.
Yep. A weighted, unreadable, baked die.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Not as shocking as fucking Celtic and absolutely fucking face raped in the Champions League. Shocking.
See, there's your football reference, and now we had everything in the show.
People miss that, really. Shocking. A long time ago, Warren said he was going to keep it at that, or he asked people if you keep it at that, or maybe grandfather it in or something. And then I think he just went, it's easier just to keep it at that. It's like that. There's a company in America where the owner said that the price of their hot dogs would always be 99 cents. And he told like the CEO that if you ever put the price that up, I will kill you. And so even today, the hot dogs are still 99 cents, whereas the burgers are $3-4, whatever it is, you know, whatever the average cost of a burger is, but the hot dogs are still 99 cents.
Yeah, but they could just make them smaller.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Jill, I seem to remember the problems with changing account names, and now I'm not going to go into technical stuff tonight. I'm not going to. It's not my website. It's not my beer, as we say in German. It doesn't concern me. It's not my dance party, but there are certainly fuck it. Nope.
Quiet. Des.
No.
Des. Tell Tom he's a cunt.
I'm pretty sure it's
Tom.
not his fault.
What are you doing, Tom? You prick. You should top yourself, Tom. Your inability to change people's usernames. All you're doing is making people miserable. Walk into traffic, Tom. Go on, say it. Say it, Tim. Say it. Say it.
Nope.
To be fair, Holly got hers changed. Did delete half her stuff, mind you.
I'm not sure if the exclamation about it's not possible was actually Tom, or it was coming from somewhere else. And I'm way too far off of the internal workings of OTT to make any reasonable suggestion or guess.
Well,
All
it was
I
very
know,
simple.
it's a
All
fucking
Holly had to do
database.
was set up a second account under her other name, and then Tom deleted the other one and attempted to transfer the stuff across. And some of it transferred, some of it didn't. It was lost forever. You pays your money, you take your chances.
I'm pretty I'm pretty sure stuff that got lost was things that were previously transferred from the old site.
Could be. I don't know.
Because if
I
you
remember
look,
some of the projects lost all the pictures.
yeah, if you look at some of the projects, they still have a talking URL, so there's no project number, but an actual name. And that's almost every time the case in ancient projects that have been transferred.
If you don't pay the money for the other one, it's still there though, Joe. It just means you won't get a cog tag on it when you comment. Doesn't go away. The secret project system is a backup. Oh my god, is it secret? Is it safe?
It is top secret.
That would be amazing.
The weird thing is, it's even more reliable than the cat. Backstages for the win. Yeah, Doug. I remembered Backstagers. Yeah, and XPs don't even work currently for some odd reason.
I don't think anybody pays attention to it except Oriskany.
I'm guessing it's some kind of performance
Enhancing drug.
thing. Yeah, something. I think it started when in 2022 nobody cared to redo the achievements for first comment in year X and stuff, and then
Oh no, XP existed a long time before that.
yeah, but they didn't. Each year you would get a XP boost for your first comment on that year, and that was an achievement, and that just stopped working.
I'm fairly certain I seen them for this year. I think they came in around about August.
Yeah, for some odd reason, then they seem to not work.
Probably Dad. Oh man, could you imagine? Can we trade those in for nectar points?
I want Linux.
That's got the penguin on it.
Yep. Cute little penguins. Penguins!
It's the one that
Penguins. And
hits
the
all its
penguin
users.
has a name. He's called Tux.
Right. Because he looks like he's wearing a tux.
Might as well be.
That's very funny. I remember
Oh,
that
look,
joke
see.
when I was a
Spring
kid.
Clean Hobby Challenge participant. That one was applied, but everything else is 2022.
Oh man, I couldn't even be arsed finding my achievements. They rank up there with everything else on the internet that I couldn't give a fuck about. So, in the grand scheme of things, will I get paid for it? No. Will I get anything for it? No. Oh, I don't care then.
It's a love-hate
So
relationship. We
fucking
love OTT and we hate technical difficulties.
Oh, it was kind of when they halved the points that you got, Doug. Absolutely fucking outrageous. We're just getting a good chunk of my Christmas shopping done off the back of that for the dinner. I would pay for all the fucking veg and desserts and stuff.
Achievements now require a COG Plus subscription. Good night, even sub.
Tatty bye.
Yeah, Jill, love the community, hate the framework.
It's only there till you find something better. I look forward to Spiky Bits starting his project system.
The who wore what?
Bound to happen sooner or later.
Well, I still have my forum if anyone wants to join. Besides Lena and Pete.
Madness. What would you do, the whole forum?
Just to have it for shits and giggles.
Giggly shits. Giggly shits. Spike
Yeah,
Bits
the
out
world
assist.
has become a worse. Yes, there's a putty forum. It's on forum.warmonger.de. Just look inside the video description, you wankers.
Why would anybody scroll down? If they scroll down, they can't see me.
Not yet, but when they're on the YouTubes.
Right.
Where you are
and
not.
again, they would have to scroll down, and then they can't see me.
Well, we could just go this.
Seems
See,
terrible.
there's a project. There's some forum. See, a forum. My forum. It costs your sanity because it's a old school forum. Simple as that. Shall we call it a day, Jerry? Before I
Can do.
start indulging myself more into brown lemonade.
Oh no, that's the worst. First he gets the brown lemonade, and then he starts saying things like Hitler was right. Look at the Middle East now.
Now, after the lemonade, there will be the lotion.
Oh, well, that also works. Oh, well done. Cheers. Mostly because I've got alcohol and football.
Well, apart from the football, I have to.
I can't hear anything you said there. Apart from the football, I have to.
I didn't say any more because I only was referring to alcohol.
Okay, that makes sense. I just
Management
assumed-
has informed us there's
Microphone
people in the
stopped.
audience that have indulged in alcohol.
I'll give him a hole.
Oh,
It's
now
great.
I need to listen to that album again. Thin Lizzy live. This is frowned upon. Also, there are people in the audience that have indulged in sex.
Well, I mean, probably full of priests.
Judas Priest.
Also, yes.
Oh, Orinoco just realized all of OTT at the weekend will be Games Workshop.
It might not be. But don't do that after I've had a drink, because clearly the thought of that killed me. Oh my god. Yeah, there might be some non-GW news in there. I look
One or
forward to seeing what the end of the week is.
Cromlech.
This week's Indie of the Week is
Forge World.
Forge World. Let's take a look at their Lord of the Rings range.
See, for an April's Fool episode, that would actually work.
Oh my god.
Nothing but Games Workshop news. Lloyd talking about his hobby section will be trains. Warren will ramble about something else. Shay will be not actually there, but just an animated GIF. Always just nodding his head. And the only one making proper progress in all that thing will be Ben, and he will be terrified.
Sounds like a normal week, to be fair. See why that's April based. Will we do the rest?
Oh, fucking hell. Life is scary.
Frightening stuff. Absolutely frightening.
But would John smile?
As him smiling. John has what we call a purrish smile.
He actually did smile genuinely when he talked about his little track engine that could.
Yeah, it was delightful. He's allowed to do one of those a year. So
Why not do another Christmas episode inside a tank?
they'd have to buy a new tank. Those are quite expensive.
There's a boot camp for you. Building a tank with John. 1-to-1 scale.
My favorite part, Jam, was before 10th edition came out, or just after. I can't remember. Anyway, there was some news stories about 10th edition. And John and Justin were both on, and they were. Ben does the news story. I just sat there, and Justin and John just started complaining bitterly about GW, the pricing, blah blah blah, all over the place. And then in the comments on YouTube, was people going, if they don't like it, then they shouldn't talk about it. They should get people in who like GW instead. And I'm thinking, those two fuckers are the only ones who play the fucking game. Those aren't the GW fans, and they're the ones bitching. I hate GW the most, and I just said nothing. So this one goes. So
It's like
good.
people are never watching anything.
No, well, you know. That's kind of how that goes.
Convince Business Daddy to get a bigger tank than the one at Warhamster World.
Yeah, well, you know, that'd be good.
Imagine John driving up to UK Games Expo in his own tank.
His own tank. They count as agricultural vehicles. You don't even need to tax them for the road. It's true. Somebody bought one in London, and they also, because they're agricultural vehicles, they can run on red diesel as well, so it's cheaper to run. So it's good.
Yeah, I think, I'll just cut everybody off now. This is going way too far into territory.
Shocking.
Also, the brown juice starts kicking in. Or maybe it's the beer or the
Oh
whiskey.
no,
I can't
not the
tell.
Hitler juice. Hitler. Did he
That's
H
what she
license to
said.
drive? You used to just need a same license to drive a tractor. Anyway, I think he's going to cut us off now. Bye, you gas cunts.
Cunts.